stuff cooking up in the kitchen. Nothing scary there, Chastity.
Nothing scary. I'm not cooking. We have Scott cooking, so there's nothing scary in the kitchen.
Nothing you're worried about now.
We, of course, this is Scott with Pinzone's Italian Village. Now, Scott, are y'all doing anything for Halloween?
Actually, just this past weekend, we had all the kids in downtown Fairhope come in and did like a community trick-or-treat.
Oh,
so
that's
it was
fun.
great. I mean, so like from like 11 to 2, they just went around to all the different local businesses and stuff. So it was kind of cool. So.
Oh, well, that's a ton of fun. Well, of course, getting ready for this weekend, maybe you don't have plans for Halloween. Maybe you want a date night.
It'd be great. I mean, we have just such a wonderful area there. That it's just great. I mean, people are getting... I mean, we count proposals at night sometimes, about how many times people getting engaged and stuff.
Wonderful.
It's really cool. So it's a great place. So I invite you to come out and have dinner.
And we've talked about different recipes before, different dishes. This morning we're making a dish. Now, what menu is this dish available on?
This will be on our dinner menu. It's actually a special that we run, but it'll end up on the new menu relatively soon. I call it harvest mash, and what it is you take simple mashed potatoes, but you also roast off the squash and carrots and these bell peppers in a separate pan, and so you have two different flavors in the same dish. If you cook them all together, it's just going to taste the same. But if you cook them separately and then combine them, you got two different textures, two different flavors. Actually, more than that, but it's really neat, easy to do.
A little bit of a spin on mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
I'm a huge mashed potato fan. I could eat mashed potatoes with everything.
And then you'll have two different textures too. Like the mashed potatoes will be kind of careful.
I like this steam giving me a facial right now. That's good.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. But,
so we're putting the potatoes in.
Yep. We're just going to boil these.
Okay.
And then we're going to actually toss these other vegetables with some olive oil and put those in the oven, and they'll cook during the segment. And they'll come back to the sausage next.
Well, I know you guys always have stuff going on. You're going to have live music this weekend at Pinzone's? We
should, yes. We have an opera singer, and actually, I got some news last night. Ross Newell, who's with the Mulligan Brothers, he'll be coming back from tour. And he'll start performing in about 2 weeks, I think. So we'll post the dates on Facebook for that. That's really very popular, very great.
Okay, well, cool. We're going to let these start to boil here, let you get working on the rest of the vegetables over here. And, of course, Sarah will be back for the next cooking segment in just a few minutes. And, Sarah, it looks fancy, but I promise he always has it. He always has it under control.
It does look fancy. You're absolutely right. But we're going to learn how to do it, too. So we'll continue cooking in just a little bit. And welcome back to Studio 10. We are in the kitchen today with Chef Scott from Pinzone's Italian Village, making some stuff that smells delicious. And we've already got part of it started. What's the whole title of what we're making?
Duck sausage, we're getting ready to do right now. And we're doing a harvest mash, which is mashed potatoes with roasted vegetables folded into it. And we're going to do a little truffle oil on top of it.
And the mashed potatoes you can make for any meal, right? Like you can mix and match these things with what you're eating.
They're so versatile. I love Yukon Gold. I like the potatoes you don't have to peel.
Yeah.
Yukon Golds, new potatoes. We're using new potatoes today. So.
And a lot of times they say the skin on the potato actually has all the vitamins.
Yeah,
is that
absolutely.
right?
That's where all the, it's closest to the earth. I mean, the sun's, yeah, absolutely. That's the best part.
All right. So we're right now boiling the potatoes and some of the vegetables.
Yep.
And now we're going to take on the duck sausage.
Yep, very simple. Just going to put a little olive oil in here.
And where do you get duck sausage?
Actually, we have a vendor in Birmingham that does all these specialty meats for us, and so he does these for us here.
So he made those special for you, but if we wanted to get somewhere, can we get them anywhere?
Yeah, I mean, there's all kind of different sausages you can get. You can get from specialty online and different stuff like that. So yeah, you can search for them and you'll find them. So it'll be easy.
And what's the trick to making sure this is cooked through but not burning it?
Low temperature and just keep turning it. Don't just sit it and forget it. Just keep an eye on it. Don't walk away from it.
And you cook it in olive oil?
I do cook it in olive oil, yeah.
And why do you pick that as opposed to something? Because some people, don't they do sausage sometimes in water? You can boil it down or whatever.
Well, a lot of times sausage is very fatty, so sometimes you don't really have to use any other oil because it'll render its own fat, and you can actually cook it in its own fat. I like the olive oil, one, for the flavor, and two, it keeps it from sticking in the pan, and so it has multi-purposes to it other than just
Okay. And why did we choose duck sausage for this recipe?
Well, the duck sausage the duck actually is great, and it goes great with truffle oil, which we'll top off at the end. It's a great ingredient. And there's little bits of foie gras also put into the sausage, so it's great flavor. About 6 or 7 different flavors going on at one time. And so we always serve great wine at the restaurant, And whenever I always say that wine writes the menu, so we always want to have things on the menu that are going to reflect the characteristics of wine also. So.
And you have a wine picked out that would go with this, right?
Actually, that's our Pinzone's Private Reserve that actually was made for us by Antonio Sasa. And actually, he's going to be in the restaurant November 9th. He's actually flying from Florence just to come have a dinner with us.
Is that right?
Bringing his wife and his daughter. They're going to Disney World, then they're coming up to see us. So
Yeah,
it's
well,
two-part reason, yeah.
It's as fun to come see us as it is to go to Disney World.
Yeah, but
That's for sure.
it's going to be on a Sunday. Starts at 5 o'clock. We'll have a reception, and we'll have the big dinner with him. So it's going to be great.
Okay. And can you get tickets to that, or anybody can
You just
come?
call and make reservations. So
For November
we're
9th.
starting today to take reservations for that, yeah.
Very cool. Okay, so we're going to be cooking the sausage to go along with the mashed potatoes.
Yep.
Now, question, if it's harder to find duck sausage, could you do a different kind of sausage and work this out?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, Italian sausage would be the first choice, but I like stuff that's really interesting. Like, you can go, there's a lot of local stores here that has like chicken and, apples and different types of stuff. So I'd say play around with it. Just don't do the same old all the time.
Kind of make the recipe your own.
Absolutely.
All
Always.
right, perfect. I'm really excited to see, too, how all this mashed potatoes comes together, because it's going to be fun.
It'd be great. Yeah.
All right, very good. You can get the recipe and follow along with us on our Studio 10 webpage, and you can figure out that this is not nearly as difficult as it sounded when we talked about it earlier this
No,
morning.
always keep it simple for you girls.
Yeah, we like that. Chastity, simple's good, right?
Scott always tries to help me out with that. Appreciate that. And we'll be back in the kitchen in just a few minutes to finish that up. But first, we've got a look. We're finishing up with Scott Dumas, Pinzone's Italian Village. We're finishing up our mashed potatoes. They're not quite mashed just yet.
Nope, we're going to do that right now.
And he also has some nice vegetables over on the other side of the stove. I see some spinach.
Yes.
Now, is there a trick to making the best smash? These are
Just
smashed
cook them
mashed potatoes.
forever. Just cook them forever. And I want these chunky, so they're not going to be too big.
So you don't have to mash them too much.
No, you could put them in a...
I can do that for you,
Yeah, you could put them in a food processor if you want to, or a blender, but that would be like really, really bad. But you could like a little mixer.
Okay.
Anyway, we'll add just a little bit of butter, a little bit of olive oil here.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about these mashed potatoes because I told you I could eat mashed potatoes with everything, and then you have the vegetables on top of it.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to scoot back. He's going to town here.
Sure.
I'm in your way.
I did all the cutting already, so we don't have to worry about that.
Okay, so we added some salt and pepper.
Yeah, fresh cracked pepper, sea salt,
Okay.
almost exclusively. That's always great. Okay, so that's done right there. So we're just going to add these vegetables here.
And this is on the Pinzone's menu because I know you guys have your steakhouse and stuff too.
Right. Yes. Yeah, we did this like we did doing a special. I tried to run it for a special for quite a while there, so
Okay.
we get everybody get a chance to try it.
Now, what all vegetables do you have in here?
I put butternut squash. I put carrots. I put celery. I put onion. I put about 5 other things I can't remember.
Okay, you just throw vegetables in there. That's
Yeah,
what I like.
yeah.
That's what I like about Scott. He can just throw stuff together. He's like,
Yeah.
we're just decided to add this morning.
Let's do that. I'll put that close to you.
Okay, you shouldn't put that close to me. I
shouldn't.
told you I like mashed potatoes.
We'll just take this here. Sorry.
You're fine.
Yep. Just take that. Set that there. And, fresh spinach.
I told you guys
on
he
top
was
of it.
going to town with us.
Yep.
We just need to step back, play some music, and let Scott
right.
go, Allison.
And then there you go. That's it.
And that's it. So again, let's wrap everything up with what we have in this dish. We have the mashed potatoes, we have the vegetables, and then what else do we have?
Well, we added the duck sausage. We talked last segment. You could use any kind of sausage that you want. But I really just prefer the duck. I mean, it's clean meat. It's just delicious. It's got a lot of great flavor to it. Bits of foie gras have been ground into the sausage. So you got the truffle, you got the foie gras, you got the different roasted vegetables, a lot of different flavor. You can also play around a little bit with fresh herbs, different types of herbs you want to use, thyme, oregano, basil if you like. So it's very versatile. Like I said, make it your own. Have fun.
Is there anything else coming up on Pinzone's menu? You guys change your menu quite frequently. I know as well as at Isabella's, the steakhouse too.
Yep.
Anything else you want to mention on your menu coming
Yeah,
out?
we're going to do like a wild boar risotto, which I'm really excited about. We did it for a couple of years ago for a wine dinner, and it was great.
I think I've had is it your scallops risotto?
Yeah.
I've had that, and it's
Yeah.
wonderful,
Yeah,
so
it's a
I can
big
only
hit, yeah.
imagine. What's going on at Isabella's?
Oh, fantastic. Chef Brian is over there, and we're having a great time together, and he just comes up with some really fantastic stuff. So it changes, actually that menu changes probably about every week.
I was about to say, I remember coming in there and seeing stuff that I'd never seen before, you know, a couple weeks ago. So, and of course, Pinzone's has great outside seating. A lot of people looking for that right now this time of year. It's October. The weather is beautiful. You have outside seating all through the restaurant.
We do, and we also had a wedding this past weekend, and they filled
told me
up
that.
the courtyard, and it was great. It was wonderful, very beautiful.
So check them out in downtown Fairhope. Say hello to Scott. Check out this wonderful concoction that he's come up with. Sarah, again, I think we could just play some music and let Scott go. I don't even need to talk.
Right? Yeah, it's definitely skill, but it's skill that we get to take advantage of because the food is yummy to eat. Thanks a lot, Chastity and Chef Scott.